So I am on the way to, I thought I heard like music coming on. I'm on the way to go meet up with my financial guy and kind of like touch base about where we're at with the business plan, because last time I went and saw him, I didn't even have my house yet. We had a completely different plan for what we were going to be doing with the building. So I want to go talk to him and see what he thinks. I've seen a lot of groomers that just like completely build their grooming shop themselves. So that's one thing I really wanted to talk to him about, because I really think that my boyfriend could do that, like me and him. Because really we just need to put a couple walls up. And I would get an electrician and a plumber out to run that stuff. I'm really thinking that like might be it, because I mean, as you guys know, grooming shops don't like need a lot off the bat. Like the tub comes set up, so you just need the plumbing run and then you put your little tub wherever, and then like the electricity, I would want to make sure that like, you know, I had an electrician come out that understood like the power behind some of our stuff, to make sure that the building had enough electricity to run all of my stuff, all the big dryers and all that. I don't know a lot about it. Maybe it doesn't use as much power as I'm thinking, but I feel like that big high velocity dryer in general probably uses the most amount of power. I really, sorry if you guys can hear my GPS. I've only ridden here with my mom, and I like know where it is, but I can't ever remember. It's in Greenville, so like I know the area, and like every time I get out there, I'm like, oh, I know where this is, but I always forget.
Turn right on Courtney Street.
So you're gonna hear her talking a little bit. But yeah, so anyway, I want to talk to him about that, because the beautiful thing too about doing it ourselves is the guy that built
Courtney Street for 1 mile.
The guy that built, I'm trying not to talk while the GPS is talking, because I've done this before and I thought that you guys would not be able to hear the GPS, and then I listened to it back and you could hear the GPS, and there were some parts that you couldn't hear me because she was talking at the same time. Anyway, so the guy that built our house, he left the people that sold us the house like left so much stuff. He I think he passed away like 15 years ago or something. I don't know if he passed away at the house or not. It's kind of a weird thing to ask anyway. So he had actually built the house, and he left so much wood and stuff that I feel like we wouldn't even need to really buy a ton of stuff. Like there's so much stuff there to build things with, because that's what he did, was just I don't know. Like, he also worked in a mill. I wish I knew more about him, honestly. Our neighbors that live to the one side of us are the people that sold us the house.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto South Carolina 8 East.
I can see when she's about to say something, so if you notice me pause before she actually talks, it's because it pops up and tells me, basically, that she's about to talk. So anyway, I would love to know more about the house, but he left us so much stuff that we can build with that, like, I'm thinking if we hired builders to come out and do it, I could just see them being like, oh, we can't guarantee this wood, or you know what I mean, and then I'd have to pay for more wood.
Turn right onto South Carolina 8 East, Levy Street.
Levy? I thought this was called like Libby Street or something. Did she say Levy? Maybe it is Levy Street. I don't know. I wish you guys could see this. Swamp Rabbit Kennels. What? I need to know more about this. This car in front of me has like an advertisement. I think it's for their business. It said something
on South Carolina 8 East for 1.5 miles.
Something about some sort of kennels, but it didn't look like dogs. It looked like a picture of a turtle and maybe like a pig, or I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, that's something I want to talk to my financial guy about. I don't know how that works. Like, is that doable for me to just, like, me and Derek will just do the drywall and stuff like that, just like the basic stuff, and then just have somebody come run the electricity and the plumbing? Is that, like, I guess I need to do more research into it, but I'm hoping he can tell us, because the downside with us just doing it ourselves, like if we were to get a loan or something, I wouldn't know how much money it's going to cost us, like until, you know, sometimes you don't know what you need until you start building, you know what I mean? So I could probably get a price estimate for like the electrician and the plumber and the fence, because I do want to get a fence. And then there's like another thing, like where I want the fence to be the door to be to go outside in the back, because I want it to lead to the fence in the back of the building. And that would be for like the dogs that come to be groomed. There's like kind of like a high up, like I would need some sort of porch or deck or something to lead down stair steps, something. So that's another thing I need to figure out, what route we would go with that. A lot of it's just like me asking Derek. I know he can do all of this if he really wanted to, but it's like what he's willing to do. Like, you know, because some stuff is just like a pain in the ass, and
800 feet, turn left onto Garrison Road.
and you know, I don't want to ask him to do it if it's gonna just be like annoying. That's why I'm like the plumbing and the electricity, I wouldn't ask him to do something like that. I think it would make more sense. I should say there is electricity run to my building already. The problem is it's all run off of like fuse boxes, like the old like glass fuse is what it looks like. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. I groom dogs, okay? By the way, I feel like I should mention, I have been wearing more makeup and stuff on the weekends. I used to be like all about it, and I would wear it every day and all that, but you get
Garrison Road for 3 miles.
when you're grooming and just getting splashed in the face by dogs all day, like, and when I'm doing haircuts, if you've ever watched me, I wipe my face like all day, so it would just be so pointless. So I don't wear foundation or anything. On a groom day, I do eyelashes and eyebrows. I filmed a tutorial for that, and now I don't know if I even uploaded it. I need to go back and see. I remember it was kind of a fiasco though, because I really was like on my way to work and I couldn't find like anything that I needed, like the 3 things that I use, I couldn't find it. So anyway, I remember it was kind of a mess, so maybe that's why I didn't upload it. But I keep like going to talk about it like I did upload it, so maybe I should redo that. Yeah, maybe I'll redo that one day, on a day that I don't have a client until later. Because recently all my clients have been at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I don't feel like filming that early, so, you know. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm on the way right now. I'm going to go see the financial guy and kind of figure out. The good thing too, if we do the interior stuff, like the walls and stuff, I can do like videos and stuff on that, on like how we did it. So I need to figure out like a game plan of how I want the salon set up. So yeah, things to think about. I really need to come up with a solid plan, because I think like Derek kind of has his picture and I think I have my picture, and I don't think they're the same picture right now. So that's another thing we gotta get like on the same page about all that. I really just want to get it going sooner rather than later, because I hate where I work. That's all it boils down to. I love what I do, and I know I love what I do, because I can sit there like on the weekends. I follow so many groomers on Instagram. Pretty much if a new groomer pops up in my suggested or whatever, or I see somebody share a groomer or whatever, I go follow them, because why not? And it inspires me. I'll look at what's her name, Zoom Groom Anna, I think her name is. Oh my god, she's incredible. Like, she blows me away. She said she's done like a seminar before. I don't know where she lives exactly, but I would love to go to one of her seminars, because her grooms are just insanely perfect. So yeah, people like that. I follow a lot of groomers that just do like really amazing grooms, and it just keeps me really inspired, and I want to groom so bad. But then like I wake up on the day that I'm going to groom,
In a quarter mile, turn left onto US 25 North.
and I'm just dreading it. Even if like all the dogs that are coming are dogs that I like, and you know, dogs I enjoy grooming and that I can do fun things on, I find that I still am just like dreading it. Like, I don't even want to go in. I drive around my work like
Turn left onto US 25 North, Augusta Road.
like 4 times before I go in. Literally, I'll just like loop around the building, or not the building, but like there's like, it's like a block, and I just like go around the block like a couple times. It's like everything I can do to pull into that parking lot and go to work. But I just know if I was doing it on my own terms and doing things my way, I wouldn't feel that way about it. Because it's like I was talking about in my last video, you know, being unreasonably overbooked, or like there's this daycare dog that I'm trying to think of like the most delicate way to phrase this. Like this dog, I don't know if his parents are kind of new to owning dogs or new to owning long-haired breeds, but this dog comes into the daycare. It is severely matted, and it's like we've just been having this battle.
25 north for 8 miles.
And if it were like completely my thing, where I could just be like, look, you know, you're not really working with me, so I'm not really going to be able to work with you either, kind of thing. Like, I've been telling them for months that they need a haircut, and now the dog's like way over a year old. He's pelted, and they want me to just trim him, you know, and they've been fighting me. Like, they won't let me give him a bath. Like, it's just ridiculous. And if it were in my shop, I just would be like, sorry, you have to go somewhere else, you know. And because I'm really like, I will try to work with people, I'll try to save the hair or whatever, but if you're just basically telling me you're not gonna work with me at all, then I'm like, okay, bye. And I know technically as an independent contractor I could tell them that, but it's like one of their favorite daycare people, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't have the freedom that I would have. And it's not like just that particular, there's a lot of situations like this that, like, there's like a very aggressive dog that I don't want to take anymore, and it's like a good friend of the owners, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's just stuff like that gets like really stressful, and I know it's not stuff that would happen in my shop. Even the situation in which I got bit, if I knew like that golden retriever was aggressive towards dogs, then maybe I would have him come in on a day I was normally closed, or if there was like a day that there were no other dogs, or one dog or something that I could space out enough that he would never see another dog, then yeah, I would take him. He is fine towards people. You know, if you haven't seen my story on how I got bit, at the end of the day, I put my leg in a dog fight, and it is what it is. So just stuff like that. But like if it were a daycare type situation, which it is at my current job, I wouldn't allow that dog to come. Like, I mean, if you guys, there are some people that watch me that don't work with dogs. When it comes to dogs, you want to prevent fights more so than break them up. You know, sometimes fights happen and you have to break them up, and knowing that is important too. But if you know what to do to prevent it from happening, that's more than half the battle. Then it takes away, because when a fight happens, it immediately puts at risk of the dog or a person getting injured. I mean, it just, anytime it happens. I've seen scuffles that were a second long and a dog had a bad puncture wound that needed stitches. You know, it just happens sometimes. So knowing what to do to even have, you know, to interfere before that initial fight even happens is the most important. And the place I'm at, they don't understand that, and they don't have any precautions in place to prevent fights. I mean, they'll take dogs back that I've shown over and over and over that they're aggressive. And, you know, so anyway, I've already gone on a talk about this, so I don't really feel like I need to keep elaborating on that. But the dog bite was like a eye-opening situation. Like, all right, I need to get it together now, because this isn't what I want to do. And when I think about going to another shop, that's not really what I want to do either. Like, even if I did it short term, like, it's not going to be, you know, years from now, I'm not going to still want to be there. I'm still going to want to do it my way. So anyway, as I was saying in the last video that I uploaded, I just need to get out of my own way. One of my biggest, the people that in the grooming world that inspired me the most is Angela, oh my god, and I'm going to butcher her name. Everybody's going to be like, yeah, real inspiration, right? She's got a very, I think it's just like Kump, or maybe it's something, it's Kumpe, I believe is how you spell her last name. But anyway, she's an amazing creative groomer. But what's so inspiring about her to me is that she was working in a vet's office, and the groomer quit. They handed her a pair of clippers and basically told her to go to work. and she completely, like, she did it, I think she said for like a week or something, and then she went and opened up her own grooming business. And she said that she lived in like a little tiny town. I think there were like 7 other grooming shops like in her area, so she had like a lot of competition. She was a brand new groomer, didn't really know what she was doing yet, and she's killing it. She's like one of the best groomers, in my opinion, that are out right now, and that is incredible to me, and that is so inspiring to me, and stuff like that is like the stuff that I'm like, I gotta just do it. I'm scared, but at the same time now I do have a lot more clients than I did even 6 months ago, whenever I decided this is really what I wanted to do. And I do know how to market, and I know I can get out there and I can talk to people. I just have to do it. So anyway, another ramble about like how stressed I am, but also excited, but I'm definitely scared. I mean, it's definitely like one of those like, holy crap, this is really happening kind of things. Like, I don't know, getting the house was really, to me, like, I was like, okay, wow, like I really have to start making moves. Like, I don't have an excuse anymore to be like, oh, I'm looking for a house, or I've got to buy the building, or you know what I mean? Like, I don't have that excuse anymore. Like, it's there in front of me. All I have to do is put some walls up and get my business license, I guess. You guys, I'm still like learning all this, but that's why I wanted to do YouTube too, because I want to talk about this stuff so that we can learn together. So maybe this will help somebody else out too, because I don't think opening a business is as huge or as scary as some people lead you to believe it is. So yeah, so far I have not invested any money into opening this business, and the guy I'm working with, he's like gonna help me try to get like some grants and stuff, so hopefully I don't have to put a lot of my own money into this, and if that's the case, I'll definitely, if I can figure out ways to apply for grants and stuff, because I know women in particular, we can get grants, I think, because we're women. There's something, I don't know, my financial guy was telling me about it, but anyway, once I start figuring that stuff out, and if I can provide information to you guys that will help you, then I will definitely do that. Because the reason I never thought to try to start my own business or start my own thing sooner is because, like, I thought it was really hard. It's kind of the same thing with buying a house. I never thought about buying a house or anything because I thought it'd be really expensive. But when you, like, if you're renting, because I've been renting for a really long time, you start to realize, like, you're actually spending more renting a lot of the times than you would be if you just bought a small house. I mean, there's some houses that are like $80,000 in my area. Now, there are obviously places in the country that are a lot more expensive. But in my area, you can get a decent sized house for $80,000 to $100,000, and your monthly payments are really not going to be that bad. My house is a little bit bigger, so like my bills are a little bit more expensive, but it's still like way more reasonable than I've paid places renting. I mean, I've rented from places that are like $500-$600 a month, and then you still have to pay all your bills, and I mean, you can have your own house for that. So anyway, it's just like, and that's one thing I wish I could give you guys some more information on, but I can't say really lucky, because basically, as you guys know, my stepdad passed away, and with the money that I was left from him, that's how I bought my house. So it was different. I can't really tell you too much about mortgages and financing and stuff like that, because I didn't do that. My house is just like I said, do you say you got lucky? Like, I lost somebody that was very important to my life, but I got a house for free. But I guess I still wouldn't really necessarily say lucky, because if you would give me the option, like, hey, you have to give your house back, but you can have Dwayne back, then obviously I'm going to pick Dwayne. So anyway, but I wish I could tell you guys some more stuff about that, because it's a lot more obtainable than you would think it is. I have a friend that she works for a bank, and she figured out like all the loans and stuff that you can get, or not loans, the free monies you can get. She got first-time home buyers, and she actually got more because she did work for a bank. I guess when you work for a bank, they'll help you buy your first home too. But anyway, you can get money. She ended up only paying
In a half mile, continue straight onto South Carolina 291 North.
something ridiculous, like a few bucks really to sign on her house. Like normally you have to pay like 20% down or something, and she like only paid like a couple bucks because she got all the little grants and stuff. So anyway, there's ways to get free money in the world that I feel like a lot of people don't talk about.
Straight onto South Carolina 291 North, U.S.
So
Business North.
that's another reason I wanted to come on YouTube and talk about that kind of stuff, because
Continue on South Carolina 291 North for 4 miles.
this thing's talking. But because I think that's things that people should know, because it really makes me sad when I see somebody just like working their life away at a job they hate. And like and maybe some people love working in a factory, but I don't know, factory workers make me the most sad because they work super, super long hours, usually at like weird hours during the night. They barely get any time with their families. They just make decent money. And to me, that would be like the most miserable life in the world. Like, I'd rather not make money and do something that I don't hate every single day. So, anyway. But that's why I want to start my own business, and that's why I want to be able to show you guys that it's possible, because I certainly did not think it was possible. I thought you had to, like, go to school or, like, I don't know, be very smart in life. Is this... No. Okay. Wait, no, is it? No, okay. I have a friend that just opened a doggy daycare kind of thing, and I thought maybe I was close to it, but I don't think I am. That's the thing. I have like so many friends that run their own businesses, like so many, when I really sit here and think about it. And that's another thing. Whenever I first decided this is what I want to do, I messaged quite a few of them, and I was like, so what did you do? How did you feel like when you thought you were ready? Because I have one friend in particular that she is a stylist, and now she owns her own salon, and I don't remember her ever really working at a salon for anybody else, and she probably did, but if she did, it wasn't for very long. So she kind of immediately went right out and opened her own business, and she was one of the ones I reached out to, and she was like, yeah, you sound like me, because it was like, I think she did work for another salon, because I remember her saying something about the environment of a lot of the salons that she went into was just like really not happy, and that's not what she really wanted, and it didn't make her feel happy. It was something like that, I think. But yeah, so and if you are thinking about starting a business too, I definitely suggest that. Like, reach out to people, like, ask for their advice. Don't go into things thinking you already know everything. That's something that I could go on a whole rant about, because that's one thing that drives me nuts, is when people think they already know everything about everything and you can't tell them shit. You don't learn like that. You gotta always be prepared to learn. Just know you are never gonna know everything about anything, really. There's always something new to learn. But yeah, so don't be afraid to reach out to people. And honestly, if they aren't nice back or they don't respond, then whatever, that's their problem. Just reach out to a couple people and try not to take it too personally if they don't respond. But I was fortunate. I didn't have anybody that didn't respond or that was rude or told me, like, no, you can't do it or whatever. So, and you might hear that. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised I didn't hear that. But that's okay. I mean, but if they're saying it in like a helpful way, like they're like, maybe you're not ready yet, like, because of this, and they like truly are trying to give you like advice, then maybe listen to that. I don't know. I mean, it's all, you can do whatever you want to do in life. That's the beauty of it. But I think you should listen to people's advice. Even if, like, sometimes, you know, people say things that you're just like, nah, no thanks, you know, but take it or leave it kind of thing. But I do think talking to other people helps, and bouncing ideas off of people, especially people that have done what you're trying to do. That, I think, is the most important, is to talk to them and figure out what they did, what kind of mindset they were in. And you need to be prepared. Like, for me wanting to open my own business, like, I already know I'm going to be working a lot. But I think that's okay, because I'm okay with working a lot. The times that I don't want to work a lot are where, like, I'm at now, where I'm just, like, mentally exhausted on it, and it doesn't make me happy to do what I'm doing anymore. And I know it's because of the shop, so that's why I want to fix that. But I do absolutely love grooming, and I love being creative with grooming. So anyway, ooh, there's that nursery. I want to go. There's, like, this really awesome nursery on Pleasantburg in Greenville, South Carolina. If any of you guys are near here. Man, I just noticed I'm probably going to be there pretty soon. I kind of thought I'd pass a Starbucks or something. Well, I guess I'm still pretty full of my Starbucks too. I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll figure it out. That's the thing about driving, like, almost an hour to go to places, is, like, I always end up leaving early, because I'm like, well, what if there's a wreck? And then there's never a wreck. So then I'm just really, really early. But that's okay. I'll be about 30 minutes early. Oh well. I think it said, like, 12:56 or something. I can't remember. What, am I still in Augusta? Turn right.
Quarter mile, turn right at Skyview Drive.
Can do. So this is where I'm starting to get where I don't really know where I'm at. But yeah, this has just been a really long ramble. So if anybody's, like, sat here and listened to this whole thing, thank you. You know, I go back and forth because I've recorded a ton of these little videos.
Turn right onto Skyview Drive.
Where is it? Oh, okay. But I've done a lot of these and then just not uploaded them because I'm like, who cares? But then I, like, will sit there and watch. Peter Mon does these car vlogs, like, it literally every single day he puts one up, and it's literally just this of him riding around in his car, and I will sit there and watch them all day long. And he says the same thing, like, who'd care?
100 feet, turn left onto Parkins Mill Road.
Parkins Mill. I actually think I am kind of close right now. But anyway, he's always like, well, who'd care?
Turn left onto Parkins Mill Road.
And I'm just like, well, I care. I could sit here and listen to this all day. And all he does is just talk about what he did today, and, you know, him and his friends go out and get little fountain pops and all this, and I just, like, love it. I can sit there and listen to it all day. So anyway,
Continue on Parkins Mill Road for 1 mile.
I always think about, I'm like, well, you know, I enjoy just, like, watching and listening to Peter do that. So maybe there's somebody out there that wants to listen to me ramble on for 30 minutes. Who knows? I could sit here and ramble all day. So if you guys love me talking for a long time about pretty much nothing, let me know, and I can make a ton of these videos, because I'm always riding around just with a head full of thoughts. But yeah, I'll probably, I think I'm going to do, if I upload this one, which I'm guessing I probably will, maybe I'll do a separate one on the way home if I know more information, or if I'm feeling excited about it. That's another thing I do. I try to just, like, film when I'm feeling it, like when I'm just, like, excited, and because I can always tell, like, if I'm not in the right mood. So if I'm ever just like, yeah, I want to film right now, then I just try to do it. But yeah. Oh yeah, and I wanted to say, my hair, what cracks me up is 2 weekends ago, I just, like, randomly, like, wanted to straighten my hair. I'm trying to remember if there was anything going on that really inspired it. I was watching, like, old wrestling videos.
Turn right onto US 276 East.
I used to really love Lita back in the day, if any of y'all watched the WWE. I feel like, you know, but I really loved her back in the day. What did it say? Turn left? I wasn't even paying attention. I think it did say the turn left. What did it say? Turn right.
Turn right onto US 276 East, Lawrence Road.
Oh, I know where I'm at now. Okay. Yeah, I got way too much of this drink to even think about getting another one. But that's okay. Anyway, so I was watching her videos, and she always wore her hair straight, and it just like inspired me. I was like, you know what?
276 East for a half mile.
I haven't worn my hair straight in, it'd been like a year and a half, so I straightened it. And then I forgot how much I loved straightening my hair, because I used to do it all the time, like every single day. And then I just, like, I don't know, I wore it curly a couple times, and everybody's like, oh my god, I love your hair curly. So then I just like started wearing it curly because it was really easy. I didn't have to do it, literally, like my hair, that's how it does when I get out of the shower.
In 1,000 feet, use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto S23 273.
Okay, I wonder if it's on the left or I think it's probably on the right. I don't know. Oh, I think it is on the right, so I'm gonna get in this lane. Okay, so anyway, I straightened it, and then, like I said, I forgot how nice it was.
Use the left 2 lanes to turn left onto S23 273, Haywood Road, then continue straight to stay on S23 273.
And I like realized like how much I like it more when it's straight. So now I decided on the weekends I'm going to start straightening my hair because it's just so much easier. It really doesn't take me that long. I think it took me like 20 minutes. So that's really not that bad. Yeah, something like that. I just kind of blow dry it a little bit, start like I get it started going straight, and then I go through and actually like really straighten it with my straightening iron. But anyway, so I started wearing it like this again, and then everybody started like telling me, oh my god, I love your hair straight, blah blah blah. And my one friend even said, she's like, I've never seen your hair straight before. I was like thinking like, girl, I used to wear it straight all the time. But yeah, it's so funny because like I said, I used to wear it straight every single day, and then I just stopped wearing it straight for like a year, and now it's just like it blows everybody's mind when it's straight. Derek was like, is it gonna like the first day I did it, I woke up the next day and it was still straight, and he was like baffled. He was like why isn't your hair curly again? I was like, it's not gonna get curly again until it gets wet or like super humid or anything like that. That is actually another thing. My hair, if it starts getting too humid or anything, it's done. It's gonna curl right back up. But anyway, wearing it straight has been really easy because I can wear it straight for a couple days in a row and just wake up and just touch it up really quick. It takes me like 5 minutes and it looks really nice. So yeah, so anyway, if you are baffled by my straight hair, just know that this is how I used to wear it every single day, just flat to my head, you know? But I still kind of love it.
Continue straight to stay on S23 273, Haywood Road, then your destination will be on the right.
Is it literally on Haywood Road? If you guys know Haywood Road, it's like a big road in Greenville. Is it really? Is this it? This is it. Whoa.
Your destination is on the right.
Yeah, this is it. Okay. I don't see his truck here. Wow. Okay. I feel like this last couple of minutes of this vlog has probably been really boring for everybody watching. Because I had to figure out where... Wow. My mom could have just said... She sent me the address because I didn't think I knew where it was. But she would have said it was just on Haywood Road across from the Goodwill. I would have known exactly where that was. I thought it was somewhere completely different. Because she always, like, takes these weird back roads to get here. That's probably why I didn't know where it was. She always comes in, like, on the other side. I didn't realize this was on Haywood Road. But, yeah. So, anyway, this has probably been really boring for anybody that is still watching to this point. But, yeah, now you know where I've been wearing my hair straight. And I'm going to be doing this a lot. So, I'm excited. Because it also, like, okay, my hair had been, like, so frizzy, too. But now that I've been straightening it, it's so, like, smooth and nice and, like, not tangly. Oh, my God, I love it. So I'm glad. And then I was thinking too, I could like, I know it sounds stupid, but like I could curl it. Like when it's already curly and you try to curl it, it just ends up ridiculous. But when it's like straight and then you like do the nice curls, then it looks good. But if I tried to do it with like my like, because I always get like really kinky curls towards like the top of my head. So if I tried to do that, it would just turn out really bad. It would look ridiculous if I tried to curl it. But I get that it sounds ridiculous to straighten it to curl it. But if you wear it straight for a couple days and then you go in and curl it, then it makes sense, right? So that's probably what I'll start doing. I'm just excited that I can wear my hair straight again, because I didn't even realize like how much I missed wearing my hair straight. I just like did it just for fun, and then I was like, wow, my hair's really long. I didn't even realize how long it was, and then I just got all excited. But yeah, so if you like hair and makeup, Janine, you might see her more on the weekends, maybe. But if I do start building this shop by myself, then I'll probably not do lots of makeup on the weekends. Maybe on Saturdays or something. I try to make one day of my weekend always like a hangout day. I'm just chilling here now because I'm really fucking early. I thought I was gonna be late. I'm like so early. Yeah, our appointment's at 1:30 and it's 12:57, so I'm pretty damn early. I don't even think he's here. Luckily it's not like one of those buildings where he can like see that I'm sitting right here early as shit. You know, and you go to like a little small business and they're just like looking at you like, oh my god, why are you already here? Yeah, I don't want to be that person. I'd go drive around if that were the case, especially since I know where I'm at. What is that? That looks new. That's the interesting thing about Greenville, is every time I come here something's different. They're always getting new things. I'm a lot closer now, though. I'm only like 30 minutes from Greenville. I was like an hour from Greenville when I was deep in Anderson. Because where I lived in Anderson, too, it was like 20-30 minutes off of the interstate. So it took forever to get to my house. And now I'm only a couple minutes off the interstate, so it's not so bad. It's a lot closer for most of my friends. Yeah, pretty much all of my friends. I have another friend that lives in Belton, and I think it's like literally like 10 minutes away. Yeah, probably about 10 minutes. But she's got a baby, so she never gets to come over. That's the kind of thing that happens when people have kids. They get to a point where you can really only go to their house, and you're just like... Because, I mean, you can't, like, you don't want to invite them out, you know, because they're always busy. I don't know. Kids are cool, I guess. They just take up a lot of time. You never see your friends anymore once they have kids. Unless you also have kids, then I guess maybe you could all hang out. But I have dogs, and one of my dogs is afraid of kids, so that kind of complicates things. I just turned into a whole nother talk. But, okay. I guess I'm gonna get off here. I feel like I'm only like rambling at this point because now I kind of feel awkward sitting here, and I'm kind of debating if I should like go somewhere else. It would be nice if I needed like another Starbucks, but I really don't. My Starbucks is like still full. Alright. I'm gonna get off here, I guess, for real. I should have parked at least on the side. I like parked right in the front. There's probably like somebody just like watching me out here talking to myself, and they're like, what is this bitch doing? Alright. Thank you guys for watching. I might make another video, like I said, if I'm feeling real inspired after I leave here. Sometimes I feel that way, you know what I mean? And I'll make another video. But otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna get off here, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!